So today, 49er homesteaders, we're going to be making passion fruit jelly. Yes, from my smuggled passion fruit from Hawaii, Maui Up Country Kula. Passion fruits are actually really abundant if you live in a tropical region, but I am living in Northern California in the Gold Country, and I have passion fruit vines growing. They've flowered, but they haven't fruited yet. So right now, they're growing out there. I'll clip a little video. Well, that's my son that just did that to me. That just ruined my video. Okay, I'm a mom, and you need a little bit of checking there. Look at that. Are you supposed to grab my phone? This is what happens on the homestead too. Kids scream. Kids yell. And when you try to get a little moment of peace to yourself, some like little you time, anytime you get on the phone, right? Anytime you get on the phone, kids aren't happy. I'm sorry. Okay, can I show them?
I want my Alexa light to be Philips Hue.
Philips Hue Alexa light. Can we turn on this one? Let's show them what it does. Alexa, turn on living room light. Watch this. Oh, there it goes. Alexa, turn off living room light. But you're going to get to see passion fruit jelly made today on Saturday in April 2019. Thanks. And carrying on. Let's get to the grind. Okay, here we go now. We're going to start to sieve it. Put in your pulp right here. In your little hand sieve. You can get these at the thrift store. And start grinding. Pretty simple. Oh, you want to try? Okay, yeah. In a minute, Leo. So you start sieving it. And you turn it. And you mix some more pulp juice in there. And just keep spinning it, releasing some of that pectin from those seeds. And that's Leo. He's my commentator there in the background. And then you grab some more of the juice, pour it over top, spin it around till you get every bit of that goodness out of there. Because you're going to need a lot of cups. You need like 8 cups of liquid. So the more you kind of sieve it around, the more that pulp squishes through those little holes. And then you're going to move on over to...
I already grinded.
Grind it up. Show them how we grind. Come forward. And now it pushes that pectin out of the middle of the seed to thicken your jelly. Then what you got left are these gorgeous black seeds.
Yes.
Right, Leo? These seeds, they're healing. They're great for teas. You could dry them out on in a 200-degree oven or in a food dehydrator. You could stick them in the freezer, save them for your soaps that exfoliate or your facial exfoliation.
Isn't that right?
Yep. Okay, now you got your jars boiling. You want to take that water to start your water bath canner with all that hot water boiling your jars and your utensils. Don't waste that boiling time that you're warming up your water to can your stuff. Sterilize your jars. Let them boil 10 minutes. And when you're done, you're going to throw them in a 250-degree oven so they stay hot, because the heat is what helps the canning process kill the botulism or any of those bacteria. So like I said, throw your utensils in. Your funnel, you're going to throw in your ladle, your little magnet that you get your lids out that you have boiling in the back, your little plastic spoon that you stick down there in the bottom. It's all super important to have them sterile. Then I always have a really clean cloth, and I lay it out on the counter, and I put my tools out there. Ooh, and the other thing on the left, that's a jar grabber, because those jars are going to be piping hot when you try to get them out of that water bath canner. So you need that. That is a plus. So definitely the things that are must-have are the jar puller outers and then the funnel. You need those 2 things, and the ladle. All the other stuff is things I've collected from yard sales, Walmart, what have you. So have them there ready, and make sure your hands are nice and clean. Now start the stuff boiling, your liquid gold with a little bit of seeds in it. Okay, you can also buy this online on Amazon in liquid. Look for that color stuff, look for non-GMO. Either the purple passion fruits or the gold, they're both going to produce the same taste. 8 cups of liquid, 10 cups of sugar. That's a lot of sugar. I know this is a delicacy, okay? It's not something that you pound. It's you put it in your vodka drink, you put it on your croissants, whatever. So you mix your sugar in with your liquid gold, and you start stirring it on medium-high heat, okay? Get it to a low boil. Stir it a little bit once all the sugar is completely melted. that's when you're gonna add your pectin. I use the liquid pectin. And when your jars are done boiling, you're gonna throw them in the oven to keep them hot. So I have my oven at like 200 because it's really important to have everything ready at once. Your water's boiling, your jars are done, you got your jars out on the counter 4 at a time to keep them nice and hot as you pour your liquid in. It's all a really pristine process about how you do it. And you'll learn. You'll make some mistakes too. So you got your stuff all boiled and melted. It's roll and boil there. Everything's all dissolved, no sugar left. You got your hot water on your left side all boiled, all ready with your little water bath canner going on the left. Now you insert, or pour in, your CERTO pectin, and you pour it right into the boil area, just like if you were poaching an egg. You squeeze it in. I put about 3 packs in for that much liquid, and you stir it up. Right now, what I got going is I have my water that's gonna get real hot here, boiling. That's sterilizing my jars as well as all my equipment. And then my passion fruit jelly, I got about 8 to 9 cups of liquid, 10 cups of sugar. And then I'm trying to get away from using CERTO pectin, but CERTO pectin is what I use. It's got sodium benzoate in it. So as you see, the liquid CERTO makes a thick jelly. It can get thick if it gets cold right away. But I use a sieve with my funnel and pour it into my hot jars. 1 jar at a time, 1 jar at a time. And you got your lids in the back in a separate pot boiling. So you got your 4 jars and you have your canning lids in the back of the stove boiling up, and you're going to use that little magnet to pull each lid out and stick on top of the jar after you fill it with your jam. So you filled your jars with your jam. It's going to be watery at first unless you pour it through a sieve and it chills a little bit. Leave it at 1/4 of an inch away from the cap. See, here's your lids right in the back. They're going to be hot. You need them in hot water. They don't have to sterilize and boil so long, but just keep them in a boiling hot bath, turn them down, and keep them in that water there. Pull the lids off, put them on your cans. You wipe the can lids first. Put the lids, the screw lids on, just hand tight, and put your cans inside your water bath canner and lower them down into your hot boiling water for 10 minutes with your lid on. Make sure there's a 1-inch space above. If you're in high altitude, you want them to boil for at least 10 minutes. If you're in a low altitude, sea level, 7 to 8 minutes is fine. Sometimes I even let mine go for 15. And you're gonna have a mess. Be prepared, because when you pulled that jelly out and loaded those jars, you're gonna drip it everywhere. But look at what you got after. Liquid gold. You can use it for drinks, you can use it for croissants, you could use it for toast, you could use it over top of brie, you could use it just to eat out of the jar. I love it. It's great to give away. I make some small jars because if I don't, you know what's gonna happen? I'm gonna give it all away too fast. Thanks for watching my video, and don't forget to subscribe and like my video because that makes me smile. And also tell me if you want me to make any certain videos of recipes that you like if you know me. All right, stay tuned. 49er Homestead. And I hope you like my blooper with my son giving me the smackdown.